From the dawn of the world's oldest civilizations to the flourishing of modern societies, humanity has always been driven by a need to explore, to decode the mysteries of existence, and to comprehend the universe. Stars, planets, nature, time, they all follow an inherent order, a rhythm. This rhythm has fundamentally shaped humanity's search for meaning. As we delve deeper into these patterns, we encounter recurring elements, many of which seem universal, whether their significance is immediately apparent or not. Take the number 7, for instance, a symbol that has carried profound importance for thousands of years. But why is 7 so special? Why do certain numbers resonate more deeply than others? Across cultures and belief systems, the number 7 holds a unique place. So, we begin our quest to uncover the enigma of 7. This journey will traverse vast timelines, from the secrets of ancient civilizations to the fabric of modern culture, revealing just how intertwined the number 7 has become with our lives. Consider sports legends like David Beckham, Eric Cantona, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Kevin Durant, all of whom cherished the number 7 jersey. This obsession may stem from a superstition, the lucky 7. For reasons both personal and collective, millions today continue to see 7 as divine or fortuitous. Its presence is pervasive, often unnoticed but unmistakable. Casinos, for example, capitalize on this symbolism with slot machines that prominently feature 7's images of jackpots often display 7, 77, or 777. Across industries, the number 7 holds sway. One of the most popular convenience store chains, 7-Eleven. A globally iconic soft drink, 7-Up, the world's best-selling plane, the Boeing 747. Even James Bond, a cultural emblem of mystery and charisma, is famously Agent 007. There's an enduring mystique to the number 7 that seems to evoke fascination and positivity, rooted perhaps in millennia of history and cosmic observation. Thousands of years ago, as civilizations re-emerged from the shadow of great floods, their gaze turned to the heavens. Despite vast distances and a lack of communication, ancient societies observed the same celestial phenomena, 7 luminous bodies that wandered the sky. These became the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, the only celestial objects visible to the naked eye. Uranus and Neptune, much farther from the Sun, lay beyond reach. These 7 celestial wanderers held immense significance, inspiring ancient peoples to link them to their deities and mythologies. This connection is key. Across disparate cultures, uniting even the most isolated civilizations, one motif consistently emerged: the gods. These beings were often described as divine protectors with extraordinary powers who lived among humans in a time before the flood. They were said to guide humanity through the deluge and instill knowledge that helped rebuild civilization. In Sumerian mythology, for example, the Anunnaki and the 7 great sages, or Apkallu, played such roles, teaching humanity the sciences and the art of survival. Over time, these celestial figures became woven into human consciousness. The number 7, as a representation of saviors and sages, left a lasting imprint on the human psyche. The heavens, as the dwelling place of these divine figures, retained their sacred significance. This is why ancient traditions linked gods and heroes to stars and planets. Even today, traces of this ancient belief persist, often unnoticed, shaping aspects of our daily lives. Consider the 7-day week. Its origins are rooted in these celestial bodies and their divine associations. Each day is named for a planet and its corresponding god. Sunday honors the sun, while Monday is dedicated to the moon. Tuesday derives from Tu, a Germanic god of war, linked to Mars in Roman mythology. Wednesday nods to Odin, Woden in Germanic lore, whose Roman counterpart is Mercury. Thursday celebrates Thor, associated with Jupiter. Friday is named for Freya, goddess of beauty linked to Venus. Saturday honors Saturn. 7 days, 7 celestial entities, bound together by ancient cosmology. The symbolism of 7 wasn't confined to the 7-day week. In Sumerian cosmology, the very fabric of existence unfolded in 7 stages. 1. The primordial waters and chaos. 2. The separation of heaven and earth. 3. The establishment of cosmic order. 4. The birth of the gods. 5. The emergence of the earth. 6. The filling of the earth with life. And 7. The creation of humanity. This sacred sequence underscores the profound role the number 7 has played in shaping human understanding of the cosmos and our place within it. The number 7 represents far more than just a numeral. It is an archetype deeply embedded in the psyche of humanity. Across time and cultures, from myths of gods and sages to modern-day superstitions and symbols, 7 continues to captivate, fascinate, and influence us. Its mystery lies not only in the heavens, but also in the patterns we have woven into the legacy of human civilization itself. Step 7, the creation of man, holds profound significance in ancient Mesopotamian civilizations such as the Sumerians, Assyrians, and Babylonians. These cultures imbued their temple constructions, particularly the ziggurats, with symbolic representations of the number 7. Ziggurats were often built with either 7 steps or 7 layers, each adorned with colors corresponding to the deity to whom the structure was dedicated. This reverence for the number 7 is deeply rooted in the ancient Mesopotamian world, and has left an enduring impact on human history. One key concept originating from these civilizations is the idea of 7 layers of heaven and 7 layers of earth. For the Mesopotamians, the 7 layers of the sky symbolized the planetary bodies, which they associated with specific gods. Each layer was believed to house a deity who observed and influenced events on Earth from their celestial domain. This celestial belief system laid the foundation for astrology, with gods such as Enor-Anu, the supreme deity, residing on the highest layer and asserting control over the others. Conversely, the 7 layers of the earth symbolize the stages that souls pass through in the underworld. This dual concept of 7 heavens and 7 earths reflected the divine cosmic balance, an idea that would later appear in Abrahamic religions. For instance, Islam's depiction of 7 heavens, with God seated on his throne at the highest level, mirrors the Sumerian portrayal of Anu atop the 7 heavenly layers. Such parallels suggest that many so-called holy scriptures may draw heavily from ancient Sumerian, Babylonian, and Assyrian traditions. It becomes challenging to discern the true roots of creation amidst these overlapping stories. Yet, if one examines religious and mythological beliefs across various ancient cultures, echoes of Sumerian influence often emerge in different forms. The prevalence of the number 7 is one such example, appearing in myths and cosmologies worldwide. For instance, in Egyptian and Greek mythology, the figure of 7 is represented by the 7 great gods or sages associated with the foundation of civilizations. In India, the symbolic significance of 7 manifests uniquely as the 7 chakras along the human spine. In Hindu belief, these chakras are energy centers that channel cosmic energy within the body. By purifying these channels through practices such as meditation, ethical living, and virtuous deeds, individuals are thought to align themselves with divine energy and progress on their spiritual journey. Hindu cosmology and mythology, rich with its layered wisdom, offer insights that appear far advanced for their time, providing invaluable material for those intrigued by lost history. Interestingly, Hinduism also incorporates the 7 celestial bodies and their associated deities, akin to Mesopotamian cosmology. But what truly stands out in ancient Hindu texts is the advanced knowledge encoded within them. For example, the concept of the 7 sacred rivers, 7 sages, 7 steps of wisdom, and even the 7 holy islands referred to as Saptadvipa is awe-inspiring. The literal translation of Saptadvipa as the 7 continents, it poses a striking question. How could ancient civilizations thousands of years ago have knowledge of Earth's 7 primary landmasses? Modern humanity only identified Antarctica 2 centuries ago. And yet ancient Hindu texts hint at this understanding much earlier. Moreover, Hindu epics speak of Jambudvipa, the age of the single continent, which predates the division of Earth into 7 continents. These accounts describe the gradual fragmentation of this primordial landmass over vast epochs, in a manner strikingly similar to the scientific understanding of Pangaea, the supercontinent that existed 225 million years ago. Today, we comprehend this phenomenon through plate tectonics and advanced simulations. But how ancient civilizations accessed such knowledge remains a profound mystery. Was this simply an extraordinary coincidence, or evidence of an advanced pre-flood civilization possessing insights into the natural world far beyond what we typically associate with that era? The enduring presence of the number 7 across cultures and historical contexts continues to raise questions about humanity's shared spiritual and scientific heritage. Whether as a cosmic number, a representation of divine balance, or a reflection of advanced ancestral knowledge, the number 7 provokes us to reconsider the depth of ancient wisdom and its influence on modern beliefs. What a fascinating reflection on the rich intersection of ancient wisdom and the evolution of religious symbolism. The concept of Vedic wisdom, a comprehensive body of ancient knowledge, exemplifies the advanced understanding of construction, cosmology, and the natural world that ancient Indian civilization possessed. According to Hindu tradition, this knowledge was a divine gift. Remarkably, even before Pythagoras introduced the Western world to the 7 basic notes of music, ancient Indian texts detailed the same notes: sa, re, ga, ma, pa, diache, nai. It's widely believed that Pythagoras absorbed these ideas during his studies in India and shared them with Western civilization. Isn't it ironic that while some dismiss Indian culture for practices such as cow worship, a closer study of Vedic texts reveals a repository of knowledge that predates some of modern science's most groundbreaking discoveries by thousands of years? This challenges the prevailing narrative that Western civilization was solely responsible for shaping the history of knowledge. It's time this misconception is dismantled, and the true origins of some of humanity's greatest ideas rightfully credited. In due course, I plan to create videos showcasing ancient structures built using Vedic construction techniques, further underscoring the immense knowledge once possessed by humanity. My video on Angkor Wat offers a glimpse into this brilliance. Don't forget to check the description section for links to related resources. You may already have questions forming about these profound connections. For instance, understanding the influence of the number 7 in religious traditions reveals intriguing evolution patterns. Consider the Abrahamic religions. As shown in my earlier videos, Judaism inherited significant symbolic concepts from ancient civilizations like Babylon, Egypt, and Mesopotamia. Even key figures and ideas, such as the menorah with its 7 branches, reflect this inherited symbolism. The menorah symbolizes creation over 6 days, with rest on the 7th, a detail tracing back to Sumerian and Babylonian beliefs. Remarkably, the menorah also represents the 7 passive wisdoms, paralleling the Hindu wisdom virtues, the 7 heavenly bodies, 7 spiritual attributes, and what ancient cosmology described as the 7 directions of the universe. These 7 directions go beyond the basic physical and geographical axes we recognize. While science acknowledges 3 spatial dimensions and geography defines 4 cardinal directions, ancient civilizations, including the Sumerians, added 3 more: up, down, and center. This profound understanding often found expression in their sacred architecture, like the 7-tiered ziggurats, which symbolized the cosmic order. Could it be that these civilizations were alluding to knowledge of space, with its vertical, horizontal, and central axes? Over time, such cosmic wisdom faded into symbolic religious expressions, an evolution we've seen repeatedly throughout history. Who knows? This might be another example of forgotten ancient knowledge embedded in myths and rituals. Perhaps the ancients were subtly teaching us how to navigate the vastness of space itself, a notion I once dismissed as improbable, but now find increasingly plausible. As for Judaism, much of its foundational symbolism, including the sevenfold menorah, emerges from these ancient Mesopotamian principles. This beautifully demonstrates how religions evolve by merging disparate elements under one umbrella. Similarly, in Islam, the significance of the number 7 is vividly present, reflecting ancient cosmological beliefs. The Quran describes 7 heavens, echoing the Sumerian concept of layered heavens, and mentions 7 gates to hell, reminiscent of the belief in stages beneath the earth. Islamic rituals also integrate the number, the tawaf, circling the Kaaba 7 times, the act of running between Safa and Marwa 7 times, and the belief in 7 recitations of specific prayers for protection. Hadith literature also references 7 heavens and 7 earths, as well as stories like the 7 sleepers. The prominence of this number in Islamic tradition highlights how ancient symbols persist while adapting to new spiritual contexts. The symbolism of 7 clearly evolved step by step over millennia, flowing through different cultures and religious systems, offering us a lens to understand the fascinating progression of human spirituality. Whether in Judaism, Islam, or the ancient civilizations of Babylon, India, or Mesopotamia, these overlapping ideas provide essential insights into how humanity has sought to understand the cosmos and its divine mysteries over thousands of years. Throughout history, the number 7 has held a special significance in religions and cultures around the world. But why does it remain so important today? If you're questioning whether humanity clings to old superstitions, a scientific perspective may reveal something more profound. Perhaps 7 is not as arbitrary as it seems, but instead tied to the fundamental structure of the universe itself. In the mid-17th century, Isaac Newton, during his seminal experiments on light, used a prism to split white light into its constituent colors. To his astonishment, he identified 7 distinct colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Mystically, these same 7 colors have long been used to represent the chakras, the energy centers in ancient spiritual traditions. Coincidence? Perhaps not. Newton's work deepened our understanding of light, but remarkably, the number 7 keeps appearing in other areas of science, lending an air of curiosity to its significance. For instance, in quantum physics, Nobel Prize winning scientists like Klaus von Klitzing, David J. Thouless, and F. Duncan M. Haldane uncovered that electrons move in 7 distinct energy levels. In chemistry, the pH scale, which measures acidity and alkalinity, ranges from 0 to 14, with neutrality perfectly balanced at 7. On Earth, approximately 7 out of 10 parts are covered in water, while intriguingly, the universe itself appears to be composed of 7 parts dark energy out of every 10. Looking at crystallography, there are 7 fundamental crystal systems used to classify crystals, each describing how their structures and symmetries are arranged. In physics, the modern system of measurement utilizes 7 basic units, such as meters, kilograms, and seconds. Meanwhile, string theory posits that the universe consists of 11 dimensions. While we experience 4 three-spatial dimensions and 1 for time, 7 others are thought to be tightly compacted, waiting to be discovered. In the field of psychology, George Miller's 1956 study revealed that the human brain's short-term memory can process approximately 7 pieces of information at a time before details begin to slip away. Similarly, renowned psychologist Paul Ekman proposed that humans experience 7 basic emotions: happiness, sadness, anger, fear, surprise, disgust, and contempt. Even biologically, the human immune system's standard response to infection or injury tends to follow a 7-day cycle, echoing the adage, "If you take medicine, it will heal in 7 days." If you don't, it will still heal in a week. The number 7, it seems, appears repeatedly in science, mirroring its symbolic importance in ancient mythologies and religions. From the 7 visible planets that ancient civilizations observed in the sky, to the 7 layers of the cosmos described in Sumerian and Indian mythologies, this recurring pattern raises intriguing questions. Could these symbols, intuitively understood by early humans, point to some deeper truth about the universe? Still, we must approach this topic with caution. Humans are naturally inclined to seek patterns and assign meaning to them. Is the prominence of 7 truly a universal constant? Or could it be a product of our tendency to find logic in randomness and coincidence? This is a question that will likely challenge scientists and philosophers for generations to come. Whether this phenomenon is purely coincidental or indicative of some hidden universal principle, the symbolism of 7 illustrates how belief systems, cultural heritage, and scientific discovery are deeply interconnected. From the ancient curiosity of early civilizations to the sophisticated tools of modern science, our fascination with 7 reflects humanity's unrelenting quest to understand the cosmos and our place within it. Perhaps the true mystery of 7 lies hidden, waiting for future discoveries to illuminate it. Could our ancestors have intuitively grasped truths that science is only now beginning to uncover? Who knows? One thing is certain. The symbolism of 7 remains a captivating thread in our understanding of the universe. If you've noticed other examples of the number 7 recurring in nature, science, or human culture, feel free to share them in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating content. Until next week, take care.